Okay, I don't know if you got to hear that. That was a really clean clap. We take that. But anyways, today's May 1st, Thursday, May 1st, 2025. Happy Thursday. Happy it's gonna be May. Although, technically, that's an April 30th thing. And yes, as soon as it was midnight on April 30th, I made sure to listen to It's Gonna Be Me by NSYNC. Just peak fucking existence. But, I guess going over the week, so I watched Survivor. I did that today. I wasn't able to watch it last night. And the shit I was saying last week about how, maybe they're booting David too early, this might have kind of fucked over their alliance. Yeah, that didn't seem to happen at all. Looks like they were completely fine, completely Gucci. It came down to being between Star and Mary. Mary's the one who stayed, Star went home. I noticed at the beginning, I was like, okay, Star's actually getting confessionals, early on in the episode. This might be her boot episode, and definitely would say I'm sad to see it. Because even though she doesn't get a lot of content, I genuinely enjoy Star whenever she does get content. So, happy to see Star get more content this episode. Sad that the reason why was because of her boot. But I was seeing it a lot on Twitter, and I don't know how much of it is on Reddit as well, that people are really not liking this season. And it sounds like a lot of it is look, this is getting really boring. We're just seeing one alliance dominate. This sucks, and, no one's really gaming. I think just because of how much I've enjoyed the cast overall, I really don't mind it. And I'll say this, if I was on a season and I'm in the dominant alliance and we're dominating, I'm gonna love it. If I'm not in the dominant alliance, I'd be pissed as hell. And I feel like there have been people throughout the season who've been like, hey, this is kind of a problem, maybe we should do something, like Chrissy, who was just kind of ignored. Or here we've got Camilla being like, hey, we should really do something. But it's well, if no one else is going to, we need all four of us. And if Mitch isn't committing, I'm not going to blow up my spot. And then you have, characters like Kyle, where it's the thing about Survivor that I really love, is you can see the gamer in Kyle. I just lost the game. But you can see the gamer in Kyle saying, I need to do something. There's a point where I need to make a move because I am in the middle, and the middle is great, but the middle is dangerous. I need to either commit with Camilla and do something drastic, or commit to this strong four and do something else. And you can see he's like, I want to make the move. I know I need to make the move, but I genuinely like Joe way too much to make the move against him. I don't know if I can do this. And that's the shit that I really have always loved about Survivor. It is that human element. So I'm looking forward to watching the rest of the season, even if a lot of other people don't seem to. Some other stuff, I guess while on the subject of Survivor, I am planning to do another audition video soon. I tried a couple weeks ago, and I was like, I feel like it's almost there. It's close. But it's running a bit long because, I am loquacious to a fault. But if I can trim it just a bit, I think I could get there. So I think I'm off tomorrow. I said, I might get called in. I kind of let my boss know. I was like, if you need me for another day, go for it. But, if not. So if I am off tomorrow, I have a couple videos I want to work on, and that's one of the big ones. The other, to transition into Gundam, is I still haven't recorded my video for Char's Counterattack. I thought about doing it last week. I just didn't get around to it. But I finished watching Unicorn. And without going super deep into Unicorn, I think it's my favorite Gundam property I've watched so far. I loved it. I adored Unicorn. And part of it, for better or for worse, for me it's for better, but I could see why other people wouldn't like it. It reminded me a lot of Kingdom Hearts. Just, especially in the last episode, there's a lot of, follow your heart and, compassion and all that kind of shit that genuinely I just love. I eat that shit up. And, I wasn't expecting to be reminded of Kingdom Hearts while watching Gundam. But it weirdly works a lot. Also, just with the basic concept of, okay, we're trying to find Laplace's box, and it's the super important thing, and the coordinates are in the unicorn, and like we're following the coordinates backwards, and tracing this thing's journey. I'm like, this is the plot to Project Horizons, which I still haven't started reading again. This is reminding me I need to read Horizons, but also I wasn't expecting a combination of Project Horizons and Kingdom Hearts and Gundam. This is actually peak as fuck. So I'm hoping tomorrow I can do my video for CCA, possibly my video on Unicorn, because my notes for both are done, and then trying to do the Survivor thing. But I had said last week that I wanted to finish Unicorn by the end of that week, by the end of the month. I think I don't know if I'd actually said that in the video, if that was something I had said, like, to my friends afterwards. But I had decided by the end of the month, which was yesterday, I wanted to finish Unicorn, and I did. I wanted to finish Astrobot, and I did. Those were basically my last week. Sorry, I hit the table a little hard. Astrobot, as I said in that video, it's a really fun game. I liked it a lot. There were points when going for 100% completion where I'm like, this is getting a little, I don't want to say like super tedious, but it's like a Kirby game where there's it's that right balance of, this is a lot of extra bullshit I need to do, but I did most of it, and the game is genuinely fun and charming enough that it's not becoming tedious, but it's kind of almost there, but I can keep doing this. Played the game, ton of fun. Go play it if you haven't. The only other thing, because I did say this last week, I was like, what did I say at the end of the video? I was like, I need to watch an episode of Unicorn, start Astrobot, and write, and guess which of the three things I didn't fucking do. Isla's been interesting, because I haven't sat down to write, but I've done a lot of other things. Like, I got some artwork commissioned, like, specifically for a cover. I was looking over some emails that I had with a publisher several years ago, who ultimately, their vision for the book, to me, ran contrary to what I wanted it to actually be about, so it didn't work. But I was looking over a lot of the notes they had, and there's some things that are like, look, this is not something that I feel like I can really implement, but some of the other things that I feel like I genuinely could, and just trying to take some notes from there. And then I had like a long conversation with Clay just about, this is where the story is currently at, and these are some elements, some of it, a lot of it was based on those notes, but like, here are some things I'm really interested in implementing. And, like, let's really talk about some of the characters, and, it's a story about a video game, like, let's talk about some of the character builds, let's talk about, like, some actual character development and such, character development stuff, if you will. And I feel a lot better about it. Like, there was this mental block that really kept me from writing, and I think part of it was, there was just shit I needed to figure out that I hadn't, but I think I now have. Part of it was also like, look, I spent a lot of time working on Orichalcum and then a lot of time working on Severance. I kind of needed a writing break. And I'm getting to that point where I'm like, okay, I still have other bullshit I want to do, like playing Metaphor. We'll talk about that in a second. But I also really want to and need to write. I still haven't yet. But hopefully soon. Hopefully soon. I will actually say, motherfuckers, sit down and do this. So just looking ahead to May, writing, take the pen out, playing Unicorn, playing Metaphor, because I really like it the little bit I played. I think I had said, like, I was playing some with Wyatt. I've been watching Clay play for a while as well, and I'm like, fuck, I want to play those. So I talked to Wyatt. I have his permission to I can continue solo. I am not going to save over, like, I'm continuing from our playthrough, but I'm not overwriting it. I have a completely different save file. So that way, if the two of us want to hang out and play Metaphor, we can. If he wants to continue as well, he can. That's going to be my big game project for May. The writing. In terms of Gundam, now that I'm done with Unicorn, I think I have like 3 OVAs I'm going to watch. It's Stardust Memory, War in the Pocket. I don't remember the other. It's like 8th Expansion Team. Some something like that. So I'm going to knock out those 3 OVAs. Then I think I just want to take a Gundam break because I haven't watched Pokemon Horizon, like, almost at all in 2025. And there's a lot of shit that fucking happened. I think I want to finish Gundam, or excuse me, finish these OVAs, catch up on Horizon, and then go back to Gundam and, like, start knocking out some of the AUs I want to watch. Let's see, what else do I really have? Oh, and then in terms of music, I did finish Esperanza Spalding. I'm mostly through Oasis. I think I have 2, maybe 3 albums left. I actually was listening to a lot of Oasis while doing just some of the cleanup shit in Astropod. And it felt really good. Like, I don't know why. It kind of fit. But Esperanza Spalding I thought was fantastic. Oasis I am enjoying a lot. So I think when I'm done with what I refer to as like my tier 1 album projects, which are the ones that are left are Oasis, Talking Heads, Outkast, and Gorillaz, then I'm probably going to say, okay, before I move on to like other albums, audiobooks, which means Project Horizons, and then Ward. I will probably not finish both of those this year because they're going to be long as shit. But if I can at least get Horizons done, maybe I'll start Ward. Like, we'll kind of see where we're at. But that's the tentative plan. I might pick up a reading project soon, like a comic or like a book from my list. Excuse me. I don't know if I'll pick up a VN, but we'll see. That's kind of the tentative plan for May. So that's about it. This was a really short video. We take that. A loquacious to a fault, but we got this basically under 12 minutes. So that's it. I'll see you. Take care.